What is up, Cahir Club? And welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's had a wonderful start to their week. It is Monday, which means Gandalf gets to lick a graham cracker. I love saying that. It's so fun to say that. It's interesting because Dave is the main guy on that account these days. Dave the ginger cat. And Dave the ginger cat's another very good cat, to be fair. I do love a good bit of Dave. He is very funny. He's very creaturious, which is good and lovely. You know, you love a good creaturious creature. I'm not sure if you guys are fans of creaturious creatures. I'm a fan of creaturious creatures. Let's get into it. We're shiny hunting. We're continuing shiny hunting. We're doing bench resets for SnowRun. There's no shinies here. In fact, I think this might just be the last reset. So like, let's just hang out here until night, and then it goes to nighttime. And it's like, ooh, it's nighttime. It's nighttime. Ooh, scary. Ooh, scary. Ooh. It's fucked up. This game's like a month old at this point. What's up with that? What's up with the month-old Legend ZA, huh? You know? You guys know what's up with the month-old Legend ZA? I don't know what's up with the month-old Legend ZA. A month old. Kind of wild. Like, a baby is a month old. If the baby was born the same day Legend ZA came out, it would be 1 month old right now. Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that really fucked up? I'm sure you guys must find that as fucked up as I do. Because I think that's really fucked up, you know? I firmly believe in my heart. I don't know what I believe. I've decided. I just do believe. Which is how it is sometimes. I think it'd be funny if the headphone model in this game actually left a dent in your head. I don't think you actually do dent your head with headphones. I don't think that's actually a thing. Hello, Rob. How goes it? I hope your week has been going off to a good start. And I hope your weekend went well as well. I am observing the shiny Snorunt once more. As of course. No, it's nighttime. I think nighttime might be the odd encounter, actually. I think I might have missed an encounter. I don't know why, but in my gut I felt like there was going to be a shiny sound then, and then there wasn't, and that was kind of devastating. That happened to me. I'm not chuffed about that. I think I maybe do need to lock in with the CA Royale at some point, but I've got other things to lock in with at the moment. I managed to get Baiju to level 80. Thank you, sure it was a weekend. Things going somewhat okay. Oh, what do you mean it was somewhat a weekend? Was it not a good weekend? For you? It certainly was a weekend. It certainly was. I will concur on that point. But you saying that concerns me. I don't think I've done the last 2 encounters. Now I need to do another one. Why have I become so bad at incrementing? Am I this bad at incrementing on Minchino and I just never notice? Because I don't really have a... Wasn't fantastic saying goodbyes and stuff. Okay. That is fair. That is a fair point. I don't know why I didn't think of it like that. I guess you'll just have to get her to play Repo at some point. Gotta have a peak date. Have you considered a peak date? I am the... Haha, I'm sorry. I'll dial it back. Anyway, Snoron. Oh, sorry, a bit late. I was playing Marvel Rivals. Yo, I hope your Marvel Rivals thing was going well. No, you go. Okay, okay. I just thought that ha was like a okay, Cahir. It's like a not really appropriate, Cahir, but I understand you're trying, so I'll give you the haha. I am the best at interpreting tone through text messages. My autism gives me the superpower of interpreting the tone through text messages. I know exactly what someone means through a text. I can interpret tone exactly to an insanely accurate degree. Funnily enough, most text messages I receive have a negative undertone to them, even if what they're saying is positive. I don't know if you know this. I went to Mad at You Island and no one was there. Why were you at Mad at Me Island? Hello Dominic, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. I just got a 6 kill streak, yo! So what does Cahir... So that's what Cahir Stan does. No, 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 you see, I'm not... It's not a JoJo reference, I'm just autistic. Alright, I think I've failed to increment a couple of times again, but I'm just going to start incrementing from now on. Just because that's how it is. You know? Whoop, 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 whoop. Said almost 6. Someone stole your kill! Did you kill them for that? Did you kill them for that crime? I hope you did. I hope you did. Whoop, 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 Marvel Rivals is a team game. I know it's a team game, but you should have killed them anyway for the crime of stealing your kill, I think. I played a fun board game this weekend on Saturday. It was a Saturday board game. I played a fun board game on Saturday with my mates who do board game. I do board games with on Saturday when we do board games with my mates. Hello, Traveler. How goes it? I hope your week has gotten off to a good start. There's a game called Vantage, which is pretty fun, and it's very like roleplay heavy, which is enjoyable. I'm not roleplay heavy. Sorry. That's not true, really. It's not like an actual TTRPG, but it's very, like, freeing like a TTRPG, right? Well, like, every location you go to, you get given, like, a laundry list of options, and they're all different and they're all interesting. And that's peak. That was real. I had a fucking blast with Vantage. Would highly recommend the board game Vantage. Of board games I've played, I think it's up there. I'm not the most well-versed in board games, to be fair, though. I don't know. I want to play more. Board games are pretty fun, I think, is the truth of the matter. But the issue is like, I can't really have American, like, it's hard to have American and non-English friendships at the moment, because I have a fucking job. Do you have the opportunity? We'll have to play board games sometime, right? I'll have to get you to play board games. Board games go so fucking hard. I know some good board games. At the least, we'll get our D&D squad to play some. So I was thinking about board games. I don't know. Board game streams seem like a fun idea, but I wonder how interested people would be in board game streams. Is the issue. Like, Uno is great. Everyone loves Uno. Everyone understands Uno. But the issue is, right? I don't know. Maybe I don't think board games should be streamed. Board games. I've changed my mind. Board games shouldn't be streamed. Like, unless you're specifically trying to build a board game audience. Board games are so fucking fun, though. I love a good board game. The issue is you do generally set aside, like, an afternoon for an actually good board game. But, like, I know a bunch of good ones. Moonrakers, Nemesis. Vantage is now one I know. Catan is fun. Catan's a less long one. Catan's generally only a couple of hours. Which is nice. I've not been incrementing for ages. I'm also just desperately waiting for my fucking tea to cool down. So I want to drink my tea. I want to drink my tea because my tea is good and it's cool and it's fun to drink. But yeah, I need to find more board games. Mage Knight's another good one. Mage Knight, you need like 10 years to set this. Sorry, a pebble just dropped in my mind. I need to speak to some people. See if I can cook something up. Because there's a board game I think you might like, Rob. It seems like a game that would be up your street. Yeah, I know. A full Stardew board game run might even be like days. What does that mean? What do you... There's a Stardew Valley board game that takes days, or is this like a joke about Stardew Valley in general? Man, I was gonna... like, it just kind of hit me in the head that I was gonna do the Nod Christ story this weekend, and then I didn't get around to it. I did a lot of stuff in Genshin this weekend, but... GP, hello, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. Alright, also, news for the Genshin I know there probably aren't that many at the moment, but I do wish to clarify, there are going to be more Kahoots. I've thought of a few more Kahoot ideas. It'll be a bit until the next Kahoot, but keep your eyes peeled, because toward the end of the year, there will be a new Genshin Kahoot. Stardew Valley board game, if you took all the years and days into cars and account for a run, it would take like a very long time. I think a great way to play the Stardew Valley board game would be every day you like do another card, a day card, so you play it in real time. That is interesting though. Okay, in 14 hours your girls banner will be rerunning. Best of luck, Brugger. Hopefully it goes well. Also, on the download to those who follow them, don't believe the current Columbina leaks. Don't believe them. I know it's easy to just kind of believe the leaks that come around. Apparently a big prolific leaker was meant to be leaking Columbina kit today, and they didn't, which means another leaker who has a very, like... who's very unreputable has, like, come up with a Columbina kit. Probably not true. Do not believe the 50% attack buff. Or the... yeah. I have an idea for one if it isn't already on your list, a music quiz. However, the difficulty of setting it up hinges on whether or not you can put the MP3 files in Kahoot. Yeah. I think that would be the dilemma. I'm sure there is an option, but I'm sure you have to pay like $6 grand. $6 grand a week for that option, knowing Kahoot. So, I do want to, like, I need to start considering more viewer interaction stuff I could do like that, though. Because that shit is fun. That shit is fun to do. Genshin Kahoot goes hard. I need to figure out other things I can do to interest people. Other things I can... Yeah. Depending on your level, you can maybe set up a playlist and questions in order to play us. That is a fair point. That is a fair point. There'd be a lot more hands-on, though. I need to be more attentive with it. I'll add it to the pile, but I definitely have, like, a couple of ideas I'm gonna do. But thank you for the suggestion. Bum, bum. But, you don't like leaks anyway? That's fair. I don't know, normally, not a leaks fan. With, like, gacha games, though, I feel like paying attention to leaks can be good, because it can help you inform the decision of what characters you're going to be pulling and such. Which can be nice to have as, like, a thing you can do. Yeah. The thing is I didn't fully realize until recently was people were streaming Petty Planet. During the closed beta test. I wonder if there will be another, or if it was just the one. Still be pulling field goals. I mean, that's fair. That's fair, right? But, like, in the future, you're going to want to pull other characters, and it's always good to keep an eye on leaks to know, like, what they do and such. The items you need to pre-farm for them, what their best teams will be, and if you actually have them ready yet. Because sometimes it can be worth it to know what kind of teams a character will want to be, like, played in. So then you can start preparing them. You could do the music, you could have some trap songs. Maybe. Yeah. Especially as it seems you need like 2 characters for other characters to do damage. That is true. That is true. I just realized I missed 6-7 and I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything at all about 6-7. Which I'm proud of, because I have... Like, I've been hit hard with the brain rot. Someone could say 6-7 in, like, a very, like, serious context, and I'll, like, need to, like, cover my mouth. It's bad. It is bad. It's really bad. Like, I can't be doing this. Like, I love a good shite meme to annoy people with, right? Do not get me wrong. But, like, sometimes you just kind of got to take a step back. Is it the 6th or 7th time I heard you make a 6-7 joke on stream? It's more than that, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe the 67th. Maybe the 67th, eh? Not even kidding? I feel like I've made more. I feel like I've definitely made more 6-7 jokes on stream. I'm not tactful. I have no tact. Tactless. That's me. Tactical 6-7 inbound, exactly. Also, there's an upgraded version of A-rank characters in ZZZ, and because of that, people are theorizing next one will be Billy, which is the machine with 2 guns. Oh yeah, the robot lad. That'd be cool. Because, like, Robot Lad, I think, is one of the most interesting characters in the game. And, like, it does seem like he's the only robot character in the game. Like, there's, like, the foot fetish character who drives a robot. But other than that, are there any, like, actual playable robots? I'm talking. Hear me out. 67 question rapid fire Kahoot. The issue is just by the time I'd put that together and would run it, because I wouldn't want to, like, run Kahoot 2 streams in a row, it'd be too dead. The meme would be too dead. 6-7, I think, is already, like, very deep in unfunny territory. Currently 2. Wait, who's the other one, then? You want story spoilers? Sure. Cover your ears if you don't want them. ZZZ. Hold on. Dial back. If these are story spoilers, this means this character doesn't look like a robot. Which is kind of like, makes them invalid as a robot character. If the character looks like a human, but is secret... Do you fucking mind, mate? I'm trying to... I actually can. Hold on. That's a shiny Delibird. That's definitely a shiny Delibird. That is the most shiny Delibird I've seen in a while, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I fucking told you. What the fuck? Okay, so news just in, the game will not tell me that loudly about shinies. If I think I see a shiny, I probably should go over to it. That was really fucked up. That was really fucked up. It's like an A for Billy Cell characters. Okay. There is a sneak in those two characters, and you already know who it is. Don't get me wrong, I like Inafa. Inafa is cool. I enjoy her. I enjoy her voice acting, and I enjoy her story. And it's cool that she is technically a robot. However, right? She's got a human face. I think it is profoundly boring. What am I doing here? How do I view the Pokemon, like, in the... Is that not an option? I don't think it is. Here it is. Here's the Delibird. Here's the Delibird. I got the Delibird. I can see the Delibird now. Okay, Brugger. I'm going to keep it 100% honest with you. I find it funny you've clarified this. After I've gone on my, if they don't look like a robot, it doesn't count, right? Like, they gotta look like a robot. Guy, I guess, is a cat girl. I'm sorry, SFA, but you've gone around for the past month saying call me she, her because I misinformation. Is this you coming out? Or is this a bit? Sorry, I also need to preface you've put girl in your display name on Discord. Girl with a question mark. Okay. Sorry. I got very confused because on Discord, right? On Discord, your username is girl with a question mark at the end of it. And I was like... Okay, you've gotten into Uma Musume. Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Hon's girl? Yeah, but the Hon's is in brackets. The Hon's in brackets are implied silent. So, which means that your username is implied to be just read girl? Which sounds very egg-like. And then you came into chat with I'm a cat girl, which... Honsu or Osu username. Okay, I see. He joined a new Osu club thing. How are you in the loop on this? Oh. You're in the loop on this because he's discussed this in, like, other Discord servers you're both in, I guess. What should I name Delibird, by the way? Sorry for the confusion. On mine. I changed Osu clans. I can't really be known as SFA since I'm not Stan Valeria. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. That's fucked up, I think. On yours. I'm now reading it. I was at work, doing work, when you sent that message. So I did not read it. I'm sorry, I'm too employed. Okay, I'm sorry, Hans. You sure that's the first time you used an emoji on YouTube, is it? SHA guy, I guess. That's true. That's true. And then everyone will call him Shah, and that's so fucking funny. Oh, that's your Delibird name suggestion. Gotcha. Stan Hans, actually. SHA Stan Honskirl, exactly. Or SHA Stan Honskirl. No, wait, yeah. I read that, okay. Fuck, right, yeah, those are the doors. That's what I'm trying to do. Fuck it, I'm already collecting pronouns, I can beat them all. Cheap viewers. That is Delibird's gift this Christmas is cheap viewers. We've also phased now, actually. Now that I think about it, we've now phased. Cheap viewer single. Singular cheap viewer, sorry. Just one. Right. Also, when I think of Horse Girl, I don't think of Umusume, I think of Horse Lynn from Shadows. When I think of Horse Lynn, I think of that one art of her being butchered. I see. SHA having its identity crisis, how does it not happen sooner, right? Also, tomorrow is your birthday! Happy birthday, SFA! I hope your birthday goes well. Are you getting any good Osu presents? Is someone going to gift you the Osu Battle Pass? Fuck! Happy early birthday, Hunts! Oh, Finn's going to hate you. I just realized Finn is not going to be chuffed with you. YGN gifted me the Osu Battle Pass a bit ago. Yo! I didn't know there was actually an Osu Battle Pass. I'm gonna be honest. I made that shit up. I made that shit up in my head and it was real the whole time. I think more things should have battle passes. Heck, you gold ship, you sign me up to hell. I like that Uma Musume just kind of like released and immediately became like a new part of internet culture. I enjoyed that greatly. I'm looking forward to the next game that does that, and this time I might commit to streaming it. Join the Discord if you haven't already, and with SHAS happy birthday tomorrow. This is not an ask, this is mandatory. It is mandatory, that's true. Guy who will forget. Like an arrow is pointed at my head. Guy who will forget. Can everybody, while you're joining the Discord, because you're all joining the Discord right now, while everybody joins the Discord, can you quickly like reply to Brugger with just lewd in all caps, please? Because he has posted a picture of thighs in general. He's posted a thigh pic in general. And I need you all to call him lewd for posting a picture of some thighs in general. And midriff. There's midriff there too. So it's vital that you all call him lewd. This is very important that this happens. I'll just keep my. Sorry, I'm dwelling on it. I'm dwelling on what I'm gonna do with the The issue is right. Bonk. True. The issue is right. The issue is Genshin's had a really fucking dry patch. Right? And maybe I could have done some things better to grow my own channel. I mean, like, I can be doing things better to grow my own channel. I forgot to post any new clips over the weekend, which is entirely on me. I need to, like, edit a bunch this week and then get ready to post them over the next few days. But you didn't hear that from me because I don't want to jinx it. It was all in the Wonderland. It was all in the Wonderland, this patch. It was all in the Wonderland, and no one gave a shit about the Wonderland. And I'm guessing it's going to take Caillou another fucking patch to pivot, at least another patch to pivot. Yes, I did finish dancing, don't worry. It's going to take at least one more patch to pivot. So next patch is going to be dry. The patch after, I think, will be fine because it's the Lantern Rite patch. And it's going to have new areas to explore, right? So I think the next patch is going to be fine. Not the next patch. I think the Columbina patch is going to be fine. But I think the next patch could end up being kind of dry. As... it's not got a new area to explore. And... it's got Durin and buffs. And I'm hoping Durin and buffs are enough to carry it. Right? That's my thought. Is I'm desperately praying Durin and buffs are enough to carry the patch. However, I think it could end up being another dry patch. And again, maybe I could be doing things better. And I do think I need to be doing things better, right? Because look at the Kahoot stream, for example. That was great. That was a great stream. It shows that I can pull a good stream if I, like, actually put the fucking effort into building a good stream. Pull count's looking bad. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. 64 total, yeah, no, which is crazy. So, like, we will see. But also, right, pull count, bad. New content, we got, like, a lot of buffs for old characters. We got Durin coming out. So, like, I'm hopeful that could mean something. You know, I'm hopeful that could, like, draw people back in. People are calling me lewd for showing Shingyu's mechanical buffs. Yeah, no, that's because I told them to, Brugger. That's because I did actively say, go and call Brugger lewd. I'm not sure if you heard that part. But it is my fault. New Archon Quest. That's another good point. That's a new Archon Quest. With Nicole and Alice and Fischl. So, like, we got shit going on. This patch categorically has shit going on. I forgot to loot the fucking playlist again. Right? So, like, that's chill. That's fine. That's good. Okay. But I'm worried it's going to be another dry patch. Because if it's another dry patch, then I'm definitely not hitting 500 by the end of the month. Not end of the month, by the end of the year. Like, I need a good couple of streams. And I mean a good couple of streams if I want 500 by the end of the year now. So, like, oh well. But it's fine. It is what it is at Day's End. Then, what was I looking for? What was I talking about this? I think I was just generally saying I need to figure out what shit I'm doing, like, over the next patch, because, like... yeah. I got shit to do. I think next patch is going to be when I start building, naturally, because he's very relevant this patch, a Shongyun. Because I do want, I do want to get the Shenhe DPS build sorted. So I'm either going to pour all of the artifacts I haven't strongboxed yet into Marish Hunter, or I'm going to pour them into Noblesse for Shongyun. Because I don't really know how you build a Shongyun, but we can talk about that more later. I just need to think of, like, more community things I can do. More community-driven things I can do. I think that's the dub. The idea, that's the truth of the matter. So I will dwell on this. I thought that was another shiny Delibird for a moment there, but it's not. What if I miss a shiny I'm not going to miss a shiny Snobo because they persist. The Pokemon persist. That's the nice part about this game, is the Pokemon persist. Anyway. But that shit I need to dwell on. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I might phrase things maybe too much as like a question to the class. It's like, no, my issue is I'm thinking about this, right? My issue is I'm dwelling on this. I need to dwell on it more. I need to dwell on it harder. We went on a dwelling competition. That's an Alpha Snover over there. That's exciting. What do you want, Beast? What do you want? My attention? Sorry. This odd creature is yelling at me in my room. It's really annoying. If I pick you up and give you a cuddle, you won't like that, will you? I do like that the weekly Pokemon stream is literally just chatting with background gameplay. Yeah, no, that's what I like about it as well. Like, that's what I always liked about shiny hunting. Is this fucker's yelling at me again. Do you mind? Alright, do we have any shinies? No, we don't. Like, that's always been the thing I liked about, like, these streams. It's just very laid back and chill. Love a good laid back and chill stream. Because I love the Genshin streams. But sometimes I'm like... Sometimes I click end stream and I'm like, man, there were 15 things I wanted to talk about that stream. But I got distracted. Great background noise, 10 out of 10. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the background noise. Let me make some better background noises. That might have woke Rob up, honestly. There's a solid chance that noise woke Rob up. Animal Crossing? Low-key, I guess, yeah. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Oh, you say clippies. You didn't say clipped. You said clippies. To be fair, clipped, like with just a D, sounds like a kind of like you're trying to be cool. Like clipped. You know, I like that. It's a good vibe. Honestly, I'm still annoyed Petty Planet is now yet. Like, I really want to play Petty Planet. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it real. Petty Planet, I was such a fool for not entering the closed beta test. I really should have done that. But I didn't, because I'm an idiot. And... It's dumb, right? Like, I should have done it. And then I could have strumped it. I could have strumped it with you guys. And that would have been fun. Oh, I want to play Petty Planet. Like, Petty Planet is, I think, genuinely the game I'm the most excited for at the moment. Mostly because I don't know much about the new Fire Emblem. If I knew more about Fire Emblem, I think I'd be more excited for Fire Emblem. But the idea of a Petty Planet Hoyo game that I could, like, stream and have fun with you guys on, sounds peak. Sounds fucking peak. Oh, yeah, that was another new... Oh, yeah, I can talk about the new Hoyo game later. Got Little Town Hero for 20 and Super Mario Party No Box for 10. Yo! That is very nice. I bought my Switch case, finally. That's what I did. As I bought my Nintendo Switch case. Because obviously, Cyber Monday. So I went on Amazon.com. I need to go on Amazon.com later. Because, like, I need new jeans and I need new pajamas. And that's, like, the issue. Okay, man. Do you fucking mind? This guy. This guy. Whoa! Robbie raid! You love to see it! Hello, Mod D Robbie! Hello, Mod D Robbie viewers! How goes it? I need you all to be following Mod D Robbie because he is an absolutely peak streamer. I love a good bit of Mod D Robbie. Trying to do the shiny charm grind. Have you beat the game? Does that mean you beat the game? Hi, Rob M. 5 more tower battles, you're crying. No, 5 more? Honestly, Robbie, you want to know my secret? Do you know my secret to getting the shiny charm? You want to know what my secret is? That's Link Flaky here. I'm fucking do it. I got to 350 and I was like, you know what, man? You know what? I like a good challenge in my shiny hunts. I like a good challenge. Fuck the shiny charm. I'll get it eventually. You know, at some point I'll sit down and I'll grind out those battles. But right now, and, I forgot. I actually do have some shinies to show for it. I do have a couple. I do have a couple of shinies to show for my efforts. Didn't want this one. This one, wanted. Wanted this one. Didn't want this one. This one, not this one. This one? Yeah. This one? But I hope the grind is going well. Santa is purple now. Santa's purple now. This is the new thing. Santa is purple for this amazing reason. It's because, he's boycotting Coca-Cola. Which is fair. But yeah, no, I just wanted to shiny hunt. I was like, everyone's getting shinies in this game. I want to get some shinies in this game. I'm hoping for a female Snowrun. Because female Snowrun, Mega Frostlass is low-key Shenhe core. So, I like that. Robbie, how fucked up are you about? I've got 2 Mareep and a random Sandal I found while trying to catch dragon types. Oh, I see, that's fair. Yeah, no, I've also got my... That's not the button. I've also got my boy. I've got the Mareep and I got my boy. I got my boy Manbun. I got Manbun during the game main playthrough, and Manbun beat the final boss. Shout out Manbun. Yeah, Manbun low-key tanked a lot of the final boss's attacks better than some people. So, like, shout out Manbun. I'm glad I got a shiny during the adventure, during, like, the playthrough, and I was miffed that it was Furfrou at first, because Furfrou can't Mega Evolve. But I've grown to accept Manbun. Manbun is no longer my son who I hate. I'm saying nothing, my 3 boxes of shinies. We gotta eat the rich. We gotta do it. We gotta eat the rich. The rich being Rob Coldridge. He's the rich. Boop, 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 boop. If I get an Alpha Snowrun, an Alpha Shiny Snowrun, that would be the most peak. Like, I think if I don't get an Alpha Snowrun now, I'm gonna get one later. But for now... Okay, no, I'm going till I get the Shiny Frostlass. I think that's the truth of the matter here. Is I will get that Shiny Frostlass, or I will explode. Yeah, but that Shiny Charm grind almost killed you. That is fair. It's a shame that we're gonna have to eat you because you're rich. Yeah. What did you think of the game, by the way, Robbie? I knew that you were unsure about it at first, but now you've played it. Now you've completed it. What is your take? Do you fucking mind, mate? I'm clearly doing something. Three shiny male Snoruns before the female appears. No! 8 out of 10 game. That is fair. That is fair. I think I'm going to need to replay this, Ultra Sun, and Legends Arceus again in the near future. Hated the way the story progressed at times, but it was the most fun I've had in a while with the Pokemon title. That's fair. It did get very, like... I think it being my first time playing through the game helped a lot of the story pacing issues for me. In the sense of, when they pumped the brakes to be like, hey, fight 3 Mega Pokemon, most of the time they were like, here's a brand new Mega Pokemon you haven't seen before, right? And that was always exciting. Like, when they hit you with the fucking Barbaracle, I was like, oh! Like, the mega anticipation, I think, really fueled my enjoyment of the game. So I'd be interested to see what the game would be like without it. I also found the mega boss fights a lot of fun. I like how they kind of not only gave us, like, the more kind of Legends Arceus style fight with the big Pokemon. I have to be sneaky and go, don't go to Wonk. No, you actually said work. I just read it as Wonk. That's fair. Best of luck at work, Robbie. I hope you have a good time at work. And I will have riveting conversations with your chair, I think. Get it? Because chairs have rivets. I think that's a thing. I didn't consider the joke when I said it, but... Wonk, wonk. I'm probably going to continue rambling about things I like about this game just because I've gotten started, by the way. Just so everyone's aware. Just so everyone's aware. What was it called? Hope one goes well. Hope one goes well. Wait, Robbie, if you are still there, you should open Dorsal Fin 1's chat in another tab, just for when she goes live. That could be... I don't know, maybe you already have that. You should. That is a thing you should do, to be fair. If you're leaving my stream on anyway. I think she's going live tonight. I think she said she was going live tonight. She's obviously getting the epic victory royales the other night, which is fair and real. But, anyway, game. Love game. I think Legends ZA really kind of perfected the idea of the boss fights in Legends Arceus. Because Legends Arceus, you didn't have to use... hello? Finn! Speak of the devil! What the fuck? What the fuck? I literally just talked about you and how you might be streaming tonight. Because we just had a Robbie raid. We just had a Robbie raid. But, you need to hide. You do! I was thinking about how you need to hide, Hunts. A Mod D raid, We got the Mod D raid. He's also been playing the new Pokemon game, because he has. But I hope your week has been going well, Finn. And I hope you got some epic dubs on Fortnite. Now I'm... You know what? I'm going to say this because this is CahirLIVE. And... you guys are like... The CahirLIVE is like where all the loyal viewers gather anyway. So I'll give you this tidbit. Now I am playing Fortnite for work, so like, we do need to play sometime. I think I could have been subtle about it, and maybe it would have gone through past everyone's heads. Anyway, but you suck at Fortnite. That's fair. I do as well. I'm not good at Fortnite. Although I did get 5 kills today in a game, which I was quite proud about. I think they were bots. I don't think they were actual people. I think they were bots, but I still felt good about myself afterwards, you know. But we do need to play Fortnite sometime. But, what's it called? I don't know. I've not got thoughts, actually. I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind. I've not got any thoughts in my head. But, what I do have is eyes to look for shinies. Ooh, shinies, ooh. To be fair, we already got 1, which is kind of peak. We already got 1 guy. Hopefully I can get another, because I only got 1 last stream, and I want 2 this stream. To be fair, this, like the Tynamo, there were about 3 Tynamo, like, so it was 3 encounters. In this one, it's, like, 17. Haunts? You are lucky. You were so lucky that Finn didn't spot you. I shot someone with a sniper rifle on Fortnite before, but that's all I played of it. That's fair. I'm not that good at sniping. To be fair, maybe it's better that she doesn't realise you're there and then we get to see a reaction live on stream. Because I think it would be very funny to see, like, the look on Finn's face. Does Finn hate horses? Finn despises horses. They're one of her least favourite things. Not just animals, her least favourite things. Sometimes I wonder if it's partially my fault, because I do very much... Like, I did go through a phase of sending her horse videos on Instagram. You know? Because she didn't like horses. That's why I sent her the horse videos on Instagram. Just to be clear, just so we're on the same page, I sent her the horse videos on Instagram because I knew she didn't like horses. To be fair, I can't entirely slay her. Because, I mean, we've all seen that video of that horse eating the chick, right? You know the one where, like, the horse eats the chick? Gene. What does that mean? Can't say you have. I'm gonna have to now send that video to the Discord. Of the horse eating the chick. That balcony horse meme that just says Gene. Oh! I think it's Juan. I think it says Juan. But true and real. No, she's not a horse fan. So it's a good thing that none of our beloved community members have changed their name recently. It's a good thing that none of our beloved community members have changed their name to anything horse related. That would be really bad, wouldn't it? You've seen a tiny horse that farts whenever it was having fun. Okay, Rob, we're gonna need to break this one down. First question, what? Pardon? Come again? Oh, somebody was you. Somebody was you. It's what I described as a little horse that did farts as it got excited and started running. Fascinating. Why did it do that? Beans. Yeah, maybe actually. That's a really good point. Bean horse. Bean horse. Bum, 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 bum. We are somebody waiting. Sorry, I love the Village Bridge theme. The Village Bridge theme is a really good theme, in my opinion. The Village Bridge theme is one of the best themes. But, sorry, the good part started and I distracted myself. What anyway? Did SFA have a profile picture before this, or is this his first? No, he did. He did. He had the profile picture of the guy from One Punch Man. Back when he was main guy. I was just trying to remember his last profile picture because I could not remember it. I couldn't remember Hans's last profile picture. It currently evades me. The Uma back. Now it is. It wasn't before. He's just changed that. And I'm trying to think, was he just like a no PFP Andy for a bit there? Because he did have the guy from One Punch Man. He probably changed it because of, like, you know, the association with One Punch Man. Well, it's sad how One Punch Man fell from grace, I'm going to be honest. I'd be interested to see if I'd still be watching One Punch Man, though. Like, even if it still had good animation. Because, I don't know, from what I remember, the actual contents of the season were never that interesting to me. That was my issue with it. Because I was never that fast. Like, Mob Psycho, I felt, was a lot more engaging in general. For example. Like, One Punch Man really felt like a series that the creator invented and thought was funny, right? Guy who defeats every enemy with one punch. And then, after it got a bit popular, he was like, oh, I can't just end this now. And then he made the plot. You know? That's always been my feelings on One Punch Man. There's some really good shit in it, don't get me wrong. Just in general, though, I feel like I enjoyed Mob more because it just feels like it's got more pre-planning. And I just smacked my elbow against my drawers. There's a drawer handle right next to my elbow, where my elbow rests, generally. If I slam it back too quickly, I slam it onto my elbow and it really hurts. And, like, in general, slamming your elbow into something like that, it hurts a lot. That's not a nice feeling, doing that, I find. It isn't a nice feeling when you slam your elbow against something, I find, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about slamming your elbow. I'm just, like, tapping my elbow onto this as I say this, by the way. I don't know, I feel the need to kind of, like, enlighten you on this information. Like, I don't really think you need to be, like, in this loop, but you are in this loop now. You're in this loop now. I really fucking zone out there, I'm gonna be honest. There's no other way of putting it. I just kind of like, I locked into humming along. It's a good song. Heart Home City, I think, has one of the best themes. It's just a good theme. It's just an enjoyable, fun, pulpy song. That's what the Heart Home City theme is, in my opinion. I like it a lot. If ye don't agree, why not? I need to lock in, I need to lock in, I need to lock in, I need to say things, I need to say words, I need to say words and initiate conversation about topics and interests of mine, rather than just making noises along to the songs. Oh yeah, Rob! I tried Kirby Air Riders the other day. I'm not sure if you played any of Kirby Air Riders. I'm guessing you probably have, right? I'd be surprised if you hadn't. But I, in fact, have played some of Kirby Air Riders. I might have told you this, actually. You played on GameCube. Right, I see. Yeah, no, I meant the new one. Okay, do you fucking mind, mate? I got shit going on. I'm not sure if you noticed. Fair enough. Honestly, I thought you were... You want to play it. I love that game. I see. I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't really understand what was going on. I will say, I think I only vaguely understood what was going on. But, after I understood, then it started going fine. Another fucking Alpha Snowsuit going there. I don't like that one. I'm reeling swells to the stream / Shamshir on piano. Hell yeah, best of luck. Play the race or the battles? Both. I did a couple of races and a couple of battles. The races took me a while to, like, understand. I think it's because I'm too used to playing Mario Kart. The battles I understood a bit quicker because I already understood the controls by then. And all I had to understand was collect all the things possible. You know, that part. Collect all of the things is like a simple... What the fuck? There's another one. That's a simple concept. You're gonna go use the piano layout vid? Fair enough. No, this is a different thing. That's my Pokemon screen. I always find it funny how Sword and Shield... No, he's not. I always find it funny how Sword and Shield's kind of like dub and ethos and idea behind Sword and Shield was that you just kind of could play with one hand. So like, well, people might want to eat pizza while they're playing Pokemon on the Switch, right? Because it's like on the big TV. So like, what if they want to have like pizza and play Pokemon? And it's like, that's understandable and real, actually. You know what was really cute and I loved? Back when the Switch 2 first came out, and people were pre-ordering it from Walmart, Walmart always sent, like, a bottle of Coke, and, like, I think some Doritos or something, some Cheetos, maybe, along with the console. And, like, a load of Walmarts did this. And that was fucking adorable, I'm gonna be honest. Like, that is one of the, like, cutest things, I think, that has happened recently. And I don't think it's acknowledged enough because people were too busy, like, getting mad at Nintendo. You know? Like, people were too busy, like, arguing online to kind of, like, acknowledge... Like, whenever someone posted a picture of their Switch with all the Walmart stuff, people online were too busy, like, swearing at the people who bought the Switch. Because how dare people use their own money to buy things they want to buy. So people kind of, like, glossed over the fact that, like, Walmart sent other things for the people, like, that's so cute. Right? Like, I love that. They didn't have to do that. They might not have lost money doing that, actually. But they could have lost money doing that. Yeah, I think they gained enough money from the Switch too, that they didn't lose money doing that. I'm going to be honest. Now that I think about it for more than a second, I don't think money was lost. But, right, these people didn't order this extra shit, which meant that they didn't get as much money as they could have. And I just think that's really sweet. I love that a lot. People and the world can be okay sometimes. I think that's the thing to remember. We love a little extra thingy they bundle in. Exactly. Exactly. We love the little extra thingy they bundle in. She maybe don't get Too bad we don't get a lot of that here anymore. Yeah, no, exactly. It was like in America that was happening. Not here in England, which is a shame. Ow. Can't rest my head on my fucking chair. It looks ugly. Ugh. Like, the positioning's ugly is what I mean, to be clear. This isn't a good position, is what I mean. This isn't... I can't just stream this. Like a fool if I stream this. Oh! Sorry, I just felt like role-playing as an old man. Real quick there. Who goes to sleep for like an hour. You know when like you're next to like an old person on like public transport or something, and then they just kind of like they zonk out, right? They go to sleep, they fucking, you know, they sleep out, and then like an hour in, they suddenly get up like spluttering, they splutter. They splutter back to life. And you're like, oh, well, no, you knew they weren't dead because they might snort a bit. Honestly, sometimes they do seem like they're dead, I'm gonna be honest, but you know what I mean. And then... yeah. Because I always remember that one tweet about that guy being like, yeah, no, this old guy was fucking sleeping next to me. I thought he was dead, but then he like spluttered himself awake and pulled a packet of Oreos out of his front pocket because he was in like a blazer. He was in like a fucking blazer on the plane. Did you hear that apparently the American government are like, yo, okay, this isn't actually a law or anything. Can I make it sound like it's a law? It's not a law. It's just like a thing that they were saying. It's like, people should be dressed up to go on planes. They're suggesting people dress up to go on planes. Like, dress up nicely to go on an airplane. No. No. Why would anyone do that ever? You do not need to look... You do not need to be slaying at the airport, right? Everyone is too sleep deprived to care if you're the hottest person at the airport. I'm gonna be honest. You go, like... You snuggle up, you get warm and snuggled and, like, in good comfy clothes for the airplane because you're going to be sat on that flight in one position for the better part of, like... I guess flight times vary. If I flew to Scotland, then I guess I could be dressed up for the plane. But again, no one at the airport would be like, look at that guy there. That's what they used to do back in plane travel, was the first thing. It was an event, as it could only be afforded by people who had like 10 grand. That is true. That is true. However, I don't think I've incremented in ages, I'm going to be honest. Being on an airplane, as much as you are doing a bit of defying the will of God by soaring through the sky in a tin can, you're in the same position for ages. So you want to be nice and comfy so you can snuggle up nice and warm. That's my take. You want to snuggle up nice and comfy so you can maybe get a kip in, or watch a movie, or play videos game. You don't need to be dressed nicely for the airplane. There's no point. I reiterate, I'm here to reiterate, No one cares if you're the best looking person at the airport. Ugh. I need, like, an image of a load of people on a fucking airplane. And they've all just got, like, a little thought bubble popping out of their head, but it's all into, like, the same thought bubble. And it's like, I'm the best looking person on this airplane. I'm the hottest person on this airplane. That's what the American government wants. I guess it probably did take longer than just spinning around. Going, you spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. I think I missed another information station. It was good because I had, like, my thumb over the keyboard earlier, and, like, the thumb over the keyboard, that works. That works, you know? But, no, the music did not stop, it just started playing Minecraft, which starts off very quiet. Fuck. Now, the best looking person on the bus, everyone cares if you're the best looking person on the bus. That's the dichotomy between buses and airplanes. Airplanes, it's a big event to get on an airplane. You could not get on an airplane on a whim, especially post 9/11, right? To get on an airplane, you should, like, commit. You should commit to getting on an airplane. Additionally, tickets tend to cost a lot for airplanes. You don't get, like, a... Airplane tickets, not cheap. Cheapest airplane tickets are, like... still a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. Right? Like, it's not great. Buses... You could get on a bus on a whim. If you were passing a bus and it stops, like, at a stop, and you were like, I'm going to get on this bus. You could do that. You could do that. You could do that fine. You could hop on the bus. Beep. Your little fucking credit card. To, like, get a little bus ticket, and then you could walk to the back of the bus, and then you could go wherever you wanted. Right? You could take a bus trip. And that's fine. That'd be fine. That'd be great. Right? Airplane couldn't do that. Bus, you're on a bus for a matter of, like minutes, right? Like, worst case scenario, you're on that bus for an hour. Right? Because you're going on, like, maybe a bit of a longer journey. But, like, in general, you're not on a bus for that long. It's just how it is. You're just not on the bus for all that long. And that's okay. That's okay. That's how it is. But because of that, right, it doesn't matter if you're uncomfy on the bus. Because you can sit there on that little bus seat in the knowledge that you're not there for that long. You're not there for that long. You're there for, like, a bit. You're there for a bit while you get from A to B. And then you're off the bus again, right? Another dichotomy. You thank the bus driver. You get off the bus, you thank the bus driver, right? If you're a good person. Now, people do thank the pilot sometimes, but it's less of, like, a thing, right? Thanking the pilot is less of a thing. Even though if you have to weigh the souls, the effort, the core of what a bus driver does for you in comparison to what a plane driver does to you, I think it's quite clear who's done more. Kenji, hello. How goes it? I hope your week's gone off to a good start. Because, like, a plane driver has guided you through the sky, on a trip through the sky in a tin can, potentially across the ocean, right? When you get off a plane, you're, like, somewhere far away that you could not walk to. You could not walk in a reasonable time to somewhere you go on a plane. A bus, I think, if you set aside, like, a good afternoon to get there, you could walk to wherever you were going on the bus. Now, generally you want to be quicker to get there than an afternoon, but you know? So, I think this is getting to, like, the core of the matter. Buses and planes, polar opposites. You know? They are, like, very different things. Opposing forces. I feel like they very much slot in on opposing ends of the, like, transportation spectrum. You got a shiny Fates Pokemon pack and got a shiny Charizard. Yo, you love to hear it. That's sick. I got a shiny Delibird. Eh. I'm just so right is the thing that fucks with me. Is buses and planes are like opposites. They're like so different, really, on the grand scheme of things. And I think that's kind of worth remembering sometimes when you're thinking about buses and trains. Is they might seem similar, but they're not. So I'm thinking about this battle zone, because this is like the tutorial battle zone. And it's got me thinking about the battle zone, because it's the tutorial battle zone. Planes are way riskier. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. No, they aren't. Gonna keep it 100%. In fact, that's another dichotomy, right? When you get on the bus, you think you're fine. You think you're safe. When you sit on that bus seat near the window, when you sit at the top of the bus, right? You think, man, I love being at the top of the bus here. Right? Plane? You're like, what if we crash? Engine failure, you're fucked. Okay, but this doesn't happen. How often do planes have engine failure? Fucking never. How often do buses have engine failure? Literally, last week, someone was telling me about how one of the fucking hydraulics broke on the bus that they were on. Right? Like, When you're on a plane, right, you're just gliding through the sky, right? They are so meticulously careful with airplanes, because if an airplane crashes, everyone on it dies, right? That is the truth. That is fundamentally truth. You are right, and I understand why people are scared of planes because of that, right? I get it. However, they're really fucking careful with planes because of that. Not to mention the people on the ground. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Brugger. I think most plane crashes don't tend to kill people on the ground. I think they just kill the people in the plane. Because if a plane crashes, right, most plane crashes happen on the runway. They happen during takeoff, they happen during landing. So generally there aren't any, like, other casualties. And even in the situation where if a plane did crash when it was, like, mid-flight, odds are it's going to crash in the countryside away from a city or, like, the ocean. Buses, like, the main romping ground of a bus is in the middle of a populated area. Right? Planes are solitary creatures flying through the sky there. Like, you will see another plane maybe, but, like, it will be miles away. You will not be close to that thing. Buses have to maneuver through traffic, right? Like, I think you are, like, many orders of magnitude more likely in your life to be in a bus crash than a plane crash. Planes are not riskier. They seem riskier because the stakes are fundamentally higher. Do not get me wrong. I get it. However, buses are riskier. Because, like, they are meticulous with airplanes. Back to say I'll be going to bed soon. Until then, what did I miss? I'm going on a rant about how planes and buses are polar opposites. Anyway, I'll be heading out. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, Baruka. I hope you get a good night's sleep. And then Kenji tried to say planes are riskier than buses. And I was like, no, they aren't. That's not true. Have you been on a double-decker bus? Those are like all there are bus-wise in London. I don't live in London, but I've been to London. Those are scary. I was watching Shut Up, I'm Talking, the podcast with Jack Manifold on it. Because I love a good bit of Jack Manifold. Average Harry was on it. I think he wants you to vote him as Rising Star on the Streamer Awards. No, I don't really follow the Streamer Awards that closely, so I don't really know that much about them. Average Harry was saying how when he was younger he used to play a game when he was on the bus. The game being everyone all ran to one side of the bus and leaned whenever it went down whenever it went like through a curve. Whenever it went down around a bend, they'd all the kids on the bus would like run to one side and lean to try and tip it over. And one day they actively got the wheels off the ground. One day, the wheels of like the opposite side actually lifted. They lifted the bus. Obviously, after that, they never did that again. That shit could never happen on a plane. That shit could never happen on a plane. Because, just in general, planes aren't built for that. You strap yourself into a plane, right? If you're going to lift off on a plane, everyone's got to be strapped in. All the tray tables are going to be down. You've got to be playing carefully, right? And I think kids have a bit more fear of God in them than that, right? On a bus, the stakes seem low because it's a casual, everyday thing. Planes aren't a casual, everyday thing, which means kids don't have the fear of God struck in them about buses. That's not in their heart. Right? So they're going to fuck around on the bus more than they are the plane. Buses are fundamentally more dangerous than airplanes. I bought something great a few days ago. Motor Max 124 scale 1966 Volkswagen Beetle. Hell yeah, I love a good Beetle. What up, Pokemon? Hello, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. I'm shiny hunting for Snow Run today. You almost got in a car crash one time. Oh no. Ironically enough, the most dangerous planes can get is to take off landing, especially latter when they're closest to the ground. Exactly, I was saying that earlier. Which is an interesting tidbit. Yo, good, thanks, hell yeah, glad to hear it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm busting for a piss. I do really need a piss. I'm sorry, Pokemon, to hit you with this immediately after you've joined. But
Jeez.
Stitches, thank you for the raid! How goes it? I hope your stream went well. What were you streaming? And hello, Stitchin viewers. I hope you're all well. I'm CahirLIVE. I'm streaming some Pokemon Legends ZA today. I'm shiny hunting for a Snow Run. I want a Frostlass. I want a shiny Frostlass. So I'm drilling in for that shiny Frostlass. We are 150 resets in. I like that Legends ZA is very resettable, shiny hunt-wise, because it very much means that you can just kind of, like, reset. You're playing Pokemon Emerald! Hell yeah! Are you just doing a regular playthrough, or are you doing a challenge run of some kind? Let me just give you a shout-out quickly. Oh. Everybody make sure to give Stitchins a follow. When your friends choose your team. Oh, nice! What is your team, then? I'm interested to hear what the choices are. So you get to loads of new little guys. Hell yeah! What is your favorite Pokemon game? Mine is probably Pokemon Ultra Sun. Although, I'm going to have to replay Legends ZA at some point. Because this is genuinely up there. This is definitely one of the best games they've made. This is... like, I don't know. I'm hoping Gen 10 is a bit more polished and readied up to, like, release, right? Because Legends Arceus, Scarlet Violet, and Legends ZA have all been, like, fucking, like, few flaws. I mean, Scarlet and Violet maybe more than few flaws, but you know what I mean.
Logos Binted.
Hey, Stitches, thank you for following. Welcome to the Cahir Club. Oh, your team is Marshtomp, Lileep, Slugma, Corphish, Delcatty, and Vigoroth at the moment. Hell yeah, some good choices there. Love a good Mudkip. And Delcatty is cool. I've not actually used a Delcatty before. But they do seem cool. Your favourite games are the Gen 5 games? That's fair. Gen 5 is a very good gen. But my personal favourite has always been Gen 7. Slugma has been a fun surprise. Slugma! That's fair. And then you've got the... oh, you got the water-type champion with the Magcargo, though. Although, Magcargo will be peak against Glacier. Magcargo will be Glacier gonna be peak. Alright. I'm surprised no one said, like, the magic words. People tend to when Slugma's brought up. I think my Slugma, she's built different. Hell yeah. Hopefully. I guess it's fitting that I'm hunting Snorunt today then. Although, I'm planning on evolving it into Frostlass, which was not around in Emerald. I do feel so bad doing this, but I really gotta piss. I was literally just saying, okay, I'm gonna go to pee, and then you raided in, and I do feel quite bad. I love your training outfit. Thank you. Wait, I'll show you this before I go conduct my business. The truth of the matter is this trainer outfit isn't unique. It's me. I am I am my trainer outfit. I'm in my trainer outfit. I realized I could just make myself in this game, and I did it. I did it. Wait, no, I need to be a bit bigger. There we go. Especially thank you. No, I didn't quite realize there was like the white sweatshirt when I first played the game. So it took me a bit to figure out where it was and actually like get it ready. But additionally, you don't get the minty hair until post game. So I was rocking like olive for a while there, but now I can just be my VTuber model in the game, literally, which I'm a big fan of. The customization in this game is sick. I hope similar customization comes back for Gen 10. And before they put us in school uniforms again. And before we go to a different Pokemon school somewhere else in the Pokemon world than we're in school uniforms once more. But yeah, what is your favorite legendary Pokemon apart from Arceus, Palkia, and Dialga? Oh, Ultra Necrozma. Not Ultra. Duskmane Necrozma. In fact, I'd argue Duskmane Necrozma is above those three anyway. I love Duskmane Necrozma. Like, fair enough. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you have a great rest of your day, Stitchins, and thank you for the raid in. Also, yeah, no, I gotta go take that piss. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest and real. I'm busting. I'm busting. So I'm gonna go and do that right now. But you guys enjoy the music because we got some dope beats coming on. Okay, we're back. Once more, sorry about that. I needed... It was not a poop, it was a pee. I don't poop. I don't do that. I'm not that disgusting. You would never catch me pooping. That would be crude and gross. I'm not into toilet humor. You don't poo? I haven't pooed since I was maybe, I think, 19, 18 maybe. Just because it's gross. That's gross. It's absolutely disgusting, so I just don't do it. I just don't. I wouldn't do that. And I'd rather you not make such bold accusations. How do I have a shit? I shit every 5 minutes. That's disgusting, I'm gonna be honest. That's absolutely vile. And I think speaks a lot to your character that you go and poop. You know? Like, I just wouldn't... I'm just not crude. I, grew up. So I don't poop. I think I was at 155 when I started back up after the pee. So. Is it a normal thing? Yeah. Loads of... Pooping's like a thing you do when you're younger, but like you grow out of it. And you stop doing it eventually. You know? Like Rob, you don't poop, do you? No, I don't poop. You're right. Huh? You don't poop, do you? Because it's disgusting, isn't it? Like, all real adults don't poop. This is, sure, no pooping ever. Exactly. Exactly. Is it completely normal to not poop? Yeah, it's completely normal to not poop. See, even Rob agrees. Adults don't poop. It is immature to poop. You can just kind of grow out of it eventually, you know? No to have shits. No to have... No. No to having shits. That's what I always say. If SFA were here, he would back me up on this one. I hate to say it to you, Kenji, but SFA is gone. SFA isn't here anymore. Someone else has taken his place. What do you mean? Someone else has taken SFA's place. It's just how it is. Well, I wouldn't say there's a circle. Say that, there's a circle. Baby pooper, young adult, less pooping, adult no poop, elderly back poop. Yeah, that's true actually. Elderly people do poop again, but that's because like their like sphincters get all flabby. Oh, grow up, you disgusting freak. Thank you, Traveler. Thank you. Do you have green hair? Yeah, mint green. My hair be mint green. in my model and in my game. That's cool. It is cool. I like him in green. As I'm 22, okay, I think I've grown up. Clearly not if you still poop. Clearly not if you still poop. It's not. It's you gotta grow out of that shit. You know? Okay. I need to be clear. Kenji, I gave you my trust, and what did you do? You're also on Twitch? I'm also on Twitch. I multi-stream. It's my name to spread misinformation. I mean, technically Kenji didn't use your name to spread information, Haunts. Because you're not SFA anymore. See? SFA also understands that you do not... Haunts is SFA. You see, they both got I guess at the end of their name. Yeah. SFA is Haunts now. SHA.
Photos printed?
Whoa!
Poop.
Sonics, thank you for the resubscription. Welcome back to the Cahir Sub Club over on the CahirLIVE side. It is very kind of you to resub, as you have. I'm doing some shiny hunting today, looking for shiny Snorunt, because Mega Frostlass is very Shenhe core. Tomorrow's payday and work. Hell yeah. Wait, you get yours tomorrow? What? I get mine at the end of the week. I have to wait till the end of the week. From the Descendants? What does that mean? Well, I guess we found out what the A in SFA stands for. It's for Haunts.
Logos binted.
Yeah, exactly. Hey! Drunkemon Master! Is that Pokemon's alt account, or is Drunkemon someone else? I maybe should have not jumped to the assumption that they're the same person and such as welcome. Anyway, thank you for following Drunkemon. I hope your week has been going well, if you are not Pokemon. And honestly, still, if you're Pokemon, I'm going to wish that your week has been going well again. Skill issue! Okay, I thought so. Hans said he's Uma. He is Uma. Sad fucking horse. No, do not the horse. But yeah, that does mean that on Wednesday I will be beginning the stream by pulling more Zhongli cons for Sonics. You feel like you're getting bullied this stream? Look, Kenji. You just gotta grow up. You gotta stop pooping. You gotta act like a real adult and stop pooping. Oh, good night, Sonics. I hope you have a good rest. You saw a sad horse once. It farted and ran away. You said that horse farted when it was excited. You've lied to me, Rob. That's what you've done. You're couth now. You mashed not, lewd, and couth together. Whoa. It hates me even though I'm not couth now. Yeah. I see. Turns out horses fart a lot. It's not based on their emotions, they just do that. When you'll hold it in. There we go. There we go. Is farting still allowed? Like, only in private. Like picking your nose. Not in front of your significant others. Exactly. Exactly. SFH, sad farting horse. True and real, actually. Funniest thing happened today at work. Oh. I always wanted a horse. My granny had one. And she did... He act. She did he act? Oh, he acted like happy. I see, I see. That's fair. Yeah, no, my mum owned a horse before we moved. She did dressage. That's like a jolly dog. Oh. Okay, there's a fucking alpha next to me again. So that's grand, isn't it? He's got a nosebleed because he picked up his nose. Caught blood. He caught a blood cell. Your phone got wet and now it's glitching out. Uh-oh. How did it get wet? Yeah, just the one cell. Not like a vessel. Like, just a singular cell. Didn't Sonics have C7 level 95 generally? No. C3. We only got him up to C3. I don't know, okay, do I look like a biology teacher? A little bit. You take it with you when you go to the bathroom, the counselor. I see. I don't know. I don't take my phone into the bathroom. Okay, no, I do take my phone into the bathroom, but I don't like use my phone in the bathroom. You know? And I can tell I'm getting bullied this stream. I know you mean RedKidW about, like, about the whole bathroom phone thing, but, like, you just say it right after Kenji said he was getting bullied. Don't be silly, biology teacher's going to get bullied! Diabolical! I'm sorry, Kenji. I will lay off a little. Not about the poop thing, though. You think you're waiting for someone to go live? I see. Fair enough, Traveler. I hope you get good rest. But yeah, no, like, I don't know, I just... It feels kind of gross. I'm gonna, like, that's my opinion on it, is it feels kind of gross to, like, use your phone in the toilet. You don't, okay, you don't, okay. Okay, good. You just had it in there. Like, so many people just, like, doom scroll on the toilet, and it's like... That's crazy. That's genuinely crazy. Like, that's wild to me that you, like, go into the toilet for, like... You called your brother a freak for doing that? It's... Like... That's your phone, right? Like, you... Like... Most people watch their phone while, like, they eat these days, right? He used to eat stuff while he was pissing? That's diabolical. There's no other way to put it. That's diabolical. Like donuts, ice cream? Ice cream while pissing? That's... Ah. Oh. I'm not seeing anything while you're taking a whiz. Is fucking... That's crazy. That's genuinely crazy. Like, fucking doom scrolling on your phone, right? I don't respect it. But, like, I can fathom where someone, like, might do it. Like, why someone might do it, you know? I can, like, see why it might happen. But eating? I'm drinking an iron brew? You should tell him it's bad for digestion as a biology teacher. He should listen to you. Exactly. Precisely that. I agree with Rob. I check my phone. It's a bit weird to scroll in the toilet. Like, yeah. If my butt is on that throne, I'm not pulling my phone out. At most, right? When I'm at home, it doesn't even go in there. When I'm at home, it does not enter those walls. When I'm at work, I will sometimes check it because, like, my workplace, it's a bit frowned upon to use your phones and stuff in there. Like, it's not frowned upon to, like, any real degree. You can check your phone. But, like, a longer check of the phone, like, your boss might think you're slacking off. So, like, I will, like, maybe, like, read a notification I have on my phone. Like, as I, like, walk in. But, like, stall, door closed, phone away. You know? Like, before my fly is even undone, then take your phone to the bathroom. I mean, that's fair, but, like, where I'm at, like, I'm not in, like, a office job with my own little cubicle and shit. So, like, my phone is generally on me in my pocket. So it'd be a bit weird to leave it on the side. Where someone could, like, take it. Think of all the gems building up on your phone. Exactly, exactly. It's just, ugh. Keep your phone out of there, learn your lesson. That is fair. Would recommend it. I think it's just also good to not be always looking at your phone, really. I think it's a good habit to build up where, like, you don't always need your phone wherever you go. Back to another thing about your brother. Okay, I think I'm gonna go maybe to 190 today. He was caught eating Cheerios while brushing his teeth. Then he's invalidating the teeth brushing. Also, right? Like, those must taste fucking vile if you're brushing your teeth. Right? Because, like, everything tastes kind of, like, bad for, like, a solid period of time after brushing your teeth. Because of the mint toothpaste. So if you're eating Cheerios while doing that, they're not going to taste good. Also, you're entirely invalidating the process of the teeth brushing. I was out, without a phone for like 2 weeks, and people kept asking where I was. Because I was always on YouTube. That is fair. No, to be fair, right? Like, when I got my new phone, I was going to talk about the new iOS update, because I finally got it, and I was like, shit, I'm going to be honest. I thought it, like, when the initial things were, like, coming out about it, I thought, like, people were overreacting about how bad it looked. But now it's on my phone and I'm using it, it doesn't look good. It looks fucking garbage and I hate it. Like, I can see where they were going for, but, like, it genuinely just doesn't work. It does not work. Anyway. When I got my new phone, I kind of left it in the e-store while, like, my data was transferring from one phone to the other. Like, I went to Mackey's. And you feel naked about it. You know, you feel like you're missing it. You know, like, you can feel its absence. In a weird way. Because when you have your phone on you, right? Anyone you want is a message away. If you need anyone at all, you've got a thing in your pocket for it. If you want to listen to music, you've got a thing in your pocket for it. If you need an alarm, you've got a thing in your pocket for it. If you want entertainment, you've got a thing in your pocket for it. Without it, you've got none of that. And you feel that. And it's so vile. It's a nasty feeling. Because not only are you like, man, I've not got my phone on me. You're also, like, knowing that, like, you shouldn't really be feeling like this. Liquid Arts made you quit doom scrolling. Also gave you RSI. If you blame it on your increasing Osu gaming. That is fair. Doom scrolling ain't great. My suggestion, pick up a book. I don't follow this advice that well, but, like, generally, I find reading a book or, like, reading something is better than just doom scrolling. Like, if I could, like, take away the part of my brain that likes browsing Twitter and replace it with a new part that wanted to read whenever I was doing that, like, my life would be so much better. I do understand it's not as simple, though. You read manga? That is fair, but you spend most of your time doom scrolling, no? Like, reading manga, I'd say, is better than just scrolling aimlessly on Twitter. Alright. You know what else your brother did? What did he do? I've been scrolling live streams for a year and a half, and Oh, Buggy died halfway through that sentence. He died. He died halfway through that sentence. That's diabolical. We'll never know what he did after a year and a half of scrolling live streams. It's still fun. Okay. Live streams are another thing that I'd say are a good use of time, right? Like, live streams are better than Twitter, but also I find live streams are a nice thing to have on in the background rather than, like, your main thing of attention. That's generally my take. Fuck it, we're going to 195. I need to go shower, and your phone is whacked now. Oh. Whoa. Okay, we've been spotted by 2 Snowrun. That's fucking grand. He leave plates, cups, and bowls and stuff, and one time we ended up getting ants because of his Cheerios, and I thought, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. That is... Ugh. That's crazy. Finally catch Snowrun! Oh, man. Issue is that is most of the Snowrun right there, so, like... Okay. Yep, that's where I'm going to end off for now. I told to plug it in, just for... I have to plug it in just for volume to work. You have to plug it in for volume to work? That, like, to headphones or to charge? Anyway. I'm gonna wait for that answer because I'm genuinely quite interested in it. But, after that... Oh, shit. Just turn it up. Oh, I see. Oh, that's diabolical. That's crazy. Well, best of luck with your phone, Drunkymon. Hopefully it starts working soon. And best of luck with your brother, Kenji. In general. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end for now. I need to, is stream ending? Stream is ending, yes. I need to go to bed. I need to get ready for bed. I need to make my sandwich for tomorrow. I need to shower. I need to... So I'm going to bed. But thank you for coming. I hope you all had a great time. I certainly have. I will be live again on Wednesday with Genshin Impact over on Cahir is here on Twitch, if you want to watch that. But if not, then I'll be live again next week. But thank you for coming. I hope you all had a great rest of your day. Best of luck for next week. And I will see you all Wednesday. Goodbye and good night.